Be careful, everyone! No match for me!
I'll cut you wide open! The spirits demand your blood!
Attack!
Into the fray!
They'll beg me to stop!
You are today's sacrifice!
Aim carefully!
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
No match for me!
Go for their hearts!
Forwards! I'm gone.
Save the last one for me. I'll cut you wide open! The world in crimson!
Did I mess up again?
A solid plan.
I'll rip you apart!
The spirits demand your blood!
Did I mess up again?
The light, take you!
Attack!
They'll beg me to stop!
You are today's sacrifice!
Into the fray!
Aim carefully!
Go for their hearts!
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Forwards.
I'll rip you apart!
Open your heart to me. You can trust me. What's on your mind? I wonder. Well?
Watch each other.
I'll cut you wide open!
No match for me.
The spirits demand your blood!
Learn my mistake.
The light take you!
You are today's sacrifice! This pain is excruciating.
Into the fray!
I'm gone. Follow my steps. The road awaits. Where do you want me?
They'll beg me to
Save the
stop!
last one for me.
Attack! I feel faint.
Into the fray!
I'll rip you apart!
I'll cut cut you wide open!
Something here. We should prepare. Only you deserve my obedience.
Heartbeat quickens! The spirits demand your blood!
Aim carefully.
The light take you!
You are today's sacrifice! Go for their hearts!
No match for me.
Forwards.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
I'll cut you wide open! The spirits demand your blood!
No glory without risk!
You are today's sacrifice!
They'll beg me to stop.
Solid plan. Learn from my mistake.
Into the fray!
Go for their hearts!
I'll rip you apart!
Let's head out.
I am helpful, am I not?
Let us be careful. Tread lightly.
My sword is an extension of my arm. My sword is an extension of my arm. So, is my plumage an extension of my head? Focus, Sela.
Now what is that?
I found something.
I'm gone. We should move. Done. Follow my steps.
We are the light. They are the darkness. Not you.
No match for me.
The light take you!
Aborare Sednes.
apart!
This'll leave a bruise. No glory without risk!
Aporane sentes.
I'll cut you wide open!
I'll just sit here. Don't worry about me.
Attack! No contest.
They'll beg me to stop!
The spirits demand your blood!
Aim carefully.
No match for me.
You are today's sacrifice!
Forwards. Let's head out.
We will win this war.
Let us be careful.
What do we have here?
Let us bide our time. I shall not fail.
A bright future awaits us.
What's on your mind? I wonder. Let me draw the first blood.
Did I mess up again? Into the fray!
I require healing.
Go for their hearts!
I'll rip you apart!
A solid plan.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
I'll cut you wide open!
They'll beg me to stop.
Attack!
The light take you! Into the fray!
Aim carefully.
The spirits demand your blood!
I'm gone. Follow my steps.
Now, what is that?
The road awaits. Completed. Let's head out.
You'll make a fine trophy.
Learn from my mistakes.
Authorized service.
I'll rip you apart! No match for me.
You are today's sacrifice! Go for their hearts!
No glory without risk! The light take you! I'm all right. I'm all right.
They'll beg me to stop.
I'll cut you wide open!
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
I'll rip you apart!
The spirits demand your blood!
Into the fray!
Let us be careful. Tread lightly. Everyone! Forwards. No match for me.
The light, take you!
You are today's sacrifice!
A solid plan.
I'll rip you apart! The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Go for their hearts!
Learn from my mistake.
Into the fray!
I'll cut you wide open!
No match for me.
The light, take you!
The spirits demand your blood! Save the last one for me.
They'll beg me to stop.
You are today's sacrifice!
Attack!
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Go for their hearts!
No match for me. Aim carefully.
No glory without risk!
I feel faint.
I'll cut you wide open!
Learn from my mistake.
The spirits demand your blood!
I'll rip you apart!
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
You are today's sacrifice!
They'll beg me to stop!
Into the fray! The light take you!
Go for their hearts!
No glory without risk!
I'll cut you wide open! The spirits demand your blood!
No match for me!
Into the fray!
They didn't have a choice. They were forced to do it.
Keep telling yourself that, Lan. There's always a choice. They could have chosen to die, but now they're going to live and become stronger. I know that from personal experience.
Shut up! You're not just a traitor, you're a monster! The young ones, they believed your stories, and you lured them to a demon and watched them eat human flesh!
I was trying to make them strong. What have you done for them? What were you doing while I was looking for ways to bring strength to our tribe? You're useless, Lan.
I led by example! I trained. I tried to become stronger so I could go to the surface and maybe do something worthwhile with my stupidly short life. And I will do it. I might be the one to bring our whole tribe to the surface. But you? Why would you want any power that turns you into a monster? These young guys and girls, they trusted you. And they were turned into mindless animals, ready to eat corpses at a demon's command.
I went through the same ritual as them, and I didn't become an animal. I conquered my anger. The anger that has been building and building in every one of us for decades. Unlike you, I have no intention of just lying down and politely accepting death. I will rise above all this, while you'll still be stuck with your pride, chewing on rats. Who do you want at your side? The person who betrayed the demons to follow you? The person who will do everything you say and bring glory to your name? Or this trash?
It's gone. It was just there, and now it's gone. It's gotta be some kind of demonic trickery. You need to have a cleric look at that.
As if you know anything about demons and their powers. Some dark force cast its gaze on her and chose her from among all others. There is magic inside this Uplander that is beyond your meager understanding. And all you have to say is go see a cleric. You're pathetic, Lan.
I just kept going until I found it. You can find a way into anywhere if you try hard enough. And besides, I also remembered some of this traitor's stories. At least some of them were true. But that doesn't matter now. We need to tell Sol everything, and then we need to get out of here.
We? You think you're the one going to the surface with them? Isn't that sweet? Better just serve a strong master than to eke out an existence in a dark hole with no hope. I am of the Neithers. Our lives are short, but we are hardier than humans. I realized a long time ago that I was capable of more than this life offered, and I follow whomever is the strongest. You scared Zabamelech. Kosilla has fallen. Now, I wish to serve you.
I thought you were proud of your heritage, but you're willing to crawl on your belly before anyone who's even a little stronger than you. You say you didn't become an animal? Ha! What a joke! Only animals pledge their allegiance to whoever has the sharpest teeth. Oh, but what am I saying? Even cave spiders are loyal to their mother. You're even lower than that.
Oh, so now you think you know everything about me. You're one of the best hunters in the tribe. It benefited me to ingratiate myself with you. So I acted in a way that pleased you. And the Uplander will get the Wenduag that she wants to see. I'm willing to do anything to get out of this hole. And you're willing to do anything too. Don't try to hide it. I know you, Lan. I've had time to study you.
I'm going to the surface only because my time has come to leave. The Uplanders are in danger. They need all the help they can get. But I'm only risking my own life. See the difference? I'll do whatever the Crusade asks of me, but I'll never be like you.
Zabamelech is always in need of new servants. You'd make as good a servant as anyone else, and then... once you'd gone missing in the maze, not even the redoubtable Lan would have dared look for you.
But then why did you come with me to look for the sword?
So I could kill you quietly if you found it and stop you taking it to the village, you idiot. I would have told everyone that you got caught in a cave-in. But then the Uplanders showed up and I had to change my plans. I don't regret what I did. I met you. Just say the word and all the Neithers will be yours. I'll bring them to you if you take me with you. What you saw here, they will become stronger. They will be an army unlike anything ever seen before on Galarian. Our lives may be short, but while we live, we are faster, deadlier, and harder to kill than most. I am offering you an army. An army that will win you land, power, and everything you desire.
An army of cannibals? Are you insane? You want to turn them from rational beings into rabid beasts that only want to kill. They will be slaves, and you will be their slave driver. Is that the kind of power you're so desperate to gain?
I went through the same process they did. The beast raged inside me, my mind was foggy, but I have an iron will, and I never back down. I snatched victory from the jaws of insanity. If there are any individuals worthy of becoming my officers among those Neithers, they will be able to do the same. Yes. Kosilla found me in the caves. I was lost and hungry, and she offered me a choice. Die as a nobody, or live and gain the power to change everything. Savamelek tore off a piece of an Azimar priestess's thigh. A big, juicy piece. More meat than I'd ever received in the tribe. That was the first time I knew what it was like to be happy. To have a full belly. I swore to myself that it would always be that way. Then the madness and rage took over. I came very close to turning into an animal, no better than the weaklings you saw in the maze. But I am strong. I mastered myself. I brought myself under control. I fell so that I could rise again.
You should have chosen death. Dying's better than living like that.
You're saying I should have died that day, Lan. But then who would have listened to your feeble jokes? Who would have showed you the best caves for hunting? Who would have made you a man?
I would have been fine without all that. And without you. Your death will make the world a slightly better place, Wenduag.
Look, isn't our Lan sweet? Look how his eyes blaze as he speaks of murder. And we were so close, too. Tell me, what do you think he'll do to you if you fail to live up to his precious ideals? It was simple. I lured those I deemed worthy into the maze. To the rest, I told stories of the horrors of the maze, making them stay away. It all hung in the balance when the cave walls shuttered and many of the young ones decided that the time of their great exodus had come. I had no doubt that Hosilla would dispatch a dozen young meters easily. But what would become of the maze if all the tribes poured in? So when Lan ran off looking for the Angel's sword, I went after him. Not to help him, but to make sure that the sword never reached Neathholm. It's a pity that you got involved and stopped me from killing him. But then again, the evening gone has not yet been struck.
You sicken me.
Then you know which one of us you need. Take me with you, and I will give you an army of Neathers.
Don't fall for her empty words. Wenduag despises everyone but herself. As soon as you show any weakness, she'll betray you, just like she betrayed us.
That is the reasoning of a weak person. A strong person does not fear, they act.
Up there on the surface, the Crusades are still going on, right? Since I'm a mongrel, that means I've got Crusader blood in my veins. You could say it's my destiny, even. Anyway, I'm ready to do my duty. And all of you Crusaders get rations, right? With vegetables? Well, I'll be killing demons and be well fed for doing it? That's not life. That's a dream come true. I'm sorry you trusted Wenduag instead of me, and that you didn't show the light of heaven to Sol. But she can be very persuasive. She honed her skills on all of us in the tribe. I'm asking you, believe me when I say that I won't let you down. I have nothing to lose down here apart from my chief's distrust and my friendship with the giant roaches. I'll do whatever the Crusade needs. The Angel deemed you worthy of his power, not just his sword, to light the path in the darkness. So, I can trust you too. Seems fair to me.
Are you really that desperate to go to the surface, Lan? Why didn't you run away before? You know why. The Uplanders will never accept us. Don't pretend you're going for food rations. Then why? For death? For glory? If it's death you seek, you're sure to find it.
Maybe I'll be able to find something on the surface that you can't get down here. Like a way to help the mongrels. A way to stop our tribes from having to follow scum like you.
You think I'm just a freak from the catacombs, but Neithers are faster, stronger, and tougher than you Uplanders. Take me with you, and I'll build you an army of Neithers. I'll lure them out of this hole, we'll round them all up, every last tribe, and perform the ritual. And then, you will be a power to be reckoned with on the surface. Many of the Neithers will be no better than the mindless beasts we encountered in the dungeons. But there will also be those who can overcome the fog and be like me. I will lead them into battle, and you will command us all. You trusted me from the beginning and hid the angel's light from that idiot Saul. Keep listening to me, and a glorious future awaits us. Just don't become too reliant on heaven's light. Remember what happened to the angel who wielded it before you. You can ask me anything you want, then you know which one of us you need. Take me with you, and I will give you an army of Neithers.
I hope we're not taking this girl with us. She'll sell us to the first demon she sees.
If we're befriending monsters in order to fight the demons, why not join forces with the strongest of them? Isn't that the rational choice? They're both equally hideous. Neither of them will improve the aesthetics of our little band.
Go, Lan. The surface is the best place for you. I'll be gaining true power while you wander as an outcast. You will come to regret this decision. But by then it will be too late. Lan will never give you what I can.
Your gifts are of no use to anyone, Wenduag. We can't let her go.
Do you think I like looking at you, Uplander? I'll just wait till you're asleep, and then I'll slit your throat. No matter where you are.
She's gone. But next time, she won't get away. Damn it, Wendu. Why'd you have to go and... Anyway, there's no point crying over spilled milk. Give me a couple of minutes. I'll bring the chief and the rest. I need to clear my head.
Forwards. A solid plan.
While the survivors wander the dungeons, the battle on the surface rages on. The warriors of Canabras are trying to defend the wardstone, but their strength is flagging. Their resistance is valiant, yet it will all be in vain if no one rises up to turn the tide.